Words are toys for the wordless one. Thoughts are toys for the thoughtless one. Language is a toy for the one who has no language. The one who sits in the seat of silence can choose to play with these toys when needed and drop them when not needed. These toys are the props and the toys to perform an act. Body and mind are the tools which enables the silent being to play with these toys. All these toys, thoughts, language, and words were given to play a make-believe game. Because without language, without words, and without thoughts, one cannot play the make-believe game. But it's only when the being gets immersed in this vivid, very vivid world that these thoughts paint, aided by sound, aided by movement, images, that the being is like fully immersed in this world of dreams painted by language. So now comes Baba. He uses the same tools and the same toys to show the being his complete truth, where neither the tools nor the toys are needed. And what does the being discover with Baba? Power of surrender. innate power of acceptance, of his innate truth, and surrender that which was obscuring this beautiful truth. Baba teaches the being using these educational tools and toys or rather refamiliarizes the being with his independent truth. Silent truth. A child, look, you need no words, you need no images, you need no thoughts, nothing to be who you are. Look at you. You need no name, to be who you are. What does it feel like to be without a name? Just a being of light with no name. No physical form. What does it feel like to be you? Truly you. formless, nameless. And all the beings are like that. No form, no name, not even the label, Atma, soul. Is the mind feeling disturbed and restless? Insecure, nothing to hold on to? As an idea of the self? Because without a name, without a form, without a label, without some description, mind has nothing to hold on to as me, the self. As a result, mind creates feelings of restlessness and insecurity. It needs something to create an image of the self. It's like it's got no story that it can stick to because there's no one with a name or a form. Mind has got no image that it can say, I am this and that. So it feels lost. And being is watching all of this with Baba. Because being needs no name. Being needs no form, no story. Absolutely silent. Mind is probably shrieking, worrying, How can I live without a name and a body? That's not practical. With no label, no name, no story. And that's where Baba says, and Baba speaks. First, affirm you are nameless, formless, storyless. Affirm is not an affirmation. To affirm means to know. That affirm. So first know you are nameless, formless, storyless being who needs none of this to exist. Child, be very clear about it so that nothing of the mind's feeling, mind's emotion can touch you, because that's the story that constantly tries to or appears to pull the being. First, know. No name, no form. No idea of the self. Idealess self. Just pure presence. And now, that idealess, nameless being plays with the toys. Toy of the name, form, story, in the form of thoughts. But first know your truth beyond name and form. Confirm this in your knowing now, that this is how you exist eternally. The current name of the costume is not yours forever. It may change into another name whenever you change the costume. The story attached to that name and that form will change also. And it's constantly changing, moment by moment. The story attached to this name and form. This is why know your nameless, formless truth. Because mind has so much attachment to the story, attached to the name and the form. What must happen, what must not happen. And it even likes to live in denial. No, 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 I have no attachment to the story with the name and form. It's all mind. And attachment is not just to the good bits, it's also to the dark bits. So really know your eternal form, which is formless. This is yoga with Baba. This is victory through silence, as Baba said today. Yoga with Baba means going beyond name and form and its story. And then playing with name and form. Knowing it's simply a label needed for the make-believe game. It's not you. It's not yours. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. So whole drill was Baba was trying to make that distance between the real me and names and its big chain. So I was just wondering why Baba is telling us all this. And then the answer was coming. Baba wants to break that, actually, that spell of name. And what was Baba's actual intention? Please sum it up, then you start with your classes.
I don't know, your yesterday, my today. Baba said,
Yeah.
that if someone called, Baba said, however, still you have to do your business. If someone calls you, it will surely be by your name. You have a name and form. That is why you are able to speak. You can do anything, but you simply have to make it known that you are soul. This is the inspiration from Baba's revelation. Yeah. And Baba is saying something very, very important here. Baba is saying that first form up that you are a soul. Then it's okay to play with the name and form. Yeah. So that is why the inspiration from Baba, just check on a day-to-day basis when somebody calls out your name of your body. And let's say you don't even know about it, somebody at a distance just mentions the name of your body. What happens?
Triggers.
You want to know now, what are they saying? Your mind wants to know what are they saying. Is it true? True?
So, sister, you mean by names are we call someone like sister, like someone friend? So those also can be covered in that? No.
No, we're talking about the name first. The story attached to the name, the identity that comes with the name.
For the self, for myself only. Okay.
Yeah. No, but it's like, if anybody is calling the name, let's say somebody calls Devashri, or that very moment, the ears will
Yes, definitely.
know what is being said about Devashri. Is that okay, Devashri? Yeah, that will be the feeling, or really, it could be anything, yeah? It's just like that.
But in the commentary, mind was feeling very helpless. You said, no? Then mind will say, what I will do.
Yeah.
It will be so boring for me.
Yeah, mind is just like, it doesn't have anything to hold on to now as an identity, as an image, without a name and a form. So it's also to realize that how really everything, it's like all living as a live self-image in the mind. Name, form is all in the mind, here, in the mind. It's easy to know oneself beyond name and form. That's what Baba keeps telling us, no? Don't get stuck in anyone's name and form. Your own first. Because if you're stuck in your own name and form, you will be stuck in everyone's name and form. And Brahma Baba's entire effort was not to be stuck in any name and form. First his own. That's why Dada Lekraj died. So I thought this was so beautiful when Baba said, make firm that you're a soul first, and then.
And we were doing the practice of changelessness also, no? So I was wondering, in this class, Baba daily gives us some different clues actually to know us real way.
Yeah,
I
Baba
could
is,
never relate that you were doing based on Murli. So I was wondering, why this namelessness. And Baba says us, नाम रूप से प्यारा अलग बनना है.
yeah,
और
he's,
वैसे नहीं बनेगा कि मैं अपने आप को मान लूं. I have to really go into the depth of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just some superficial and not my name and form. Go beyond name and form. It's not superficial. It's very, very subtle, but very simple and important aspect of being who I am. Beyond name and form. Yeah. How do you practically don't get stuck in anyone's name and form? Your own first. How do you not get stuck in your own name and form? How do you do that?
We are stuck only all the time. To be frank, very frank. Why
With
to say
detachment.
honestly? Why to use this? We are stuck only. Yes.
Yes, Angira.
With detachment, not identifying with anything that mind says. Right?
With detachment, with not identifying with anything that mind says. And
Yeah,
what,
the first effort is this one, Namar Jiva for the name and form.
yeah, how do you do it practically?
Just take pauses, just like initially you gave the example, whoever calls you, or even phone comes, or even names were taken, just take a pause. First, you have to set your stage. I'm not this, I'm a soul. And then you respond.
Yes.
Because this is a practice helping to detach from your name and form, because every moment I remind myself, I am not the name, I am not this, I'm a beyond the name and form. So these are small, small practices helping.
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody called. Yes.
ओम शांति देवी एक
Sure.
बात शेयर करना चाहते हैं यहाँ पे, जैसे नाम रूप से न्यारा. तो जब स्टार्टिंग में ऑनलाइन क्लास ज्वाइन किए थे तो लग रहा था नाम से कैसे न्यारे हो, तो फरिश्ता रख दिया था नाम.
अच्छा.
न्यारे होने के लिए नाम से मतलब
Yes, she used
अटैचमेंट.
to write. She used to write Farishta. Yeah, I do remember.
तो माया का ऐसे एक रूप था, मुझे पता नहीं था फरिश्ता बस. तो देवश्री नाम सुनना नहीं चाहता था क्योंकि अटैचमेंट था. लेकिन वो पता तब पड़ा जब इस ग्रुप में ऐसे बोला गया था कि अपना जो ओरिजिनल नेम है उस
Real
नाम से
name.
रखो. जब देवश्री नाम लिखने जा रहे थे तब लगा था बहुत अटैचमेंट था, इसीलिए फरिश्ता नाम रखा था. तब पता चला
Yeah.
माया का ऐसे रूप होता है. और एक चीज है, जैसे वीडियो ऑफ रखते हैं तो सोचते हैं क्या हम तो निराकारी है, हमारा तो रूप नहीं, फॉर्म नहीं है, तो क्या जरूरत है इस फेस को दिखाने का. ये भी माया का रूप था. तो माया कैसे रॉयल रूप में ना मतलब दबा देते एक एक चीज. तो बाबा ने एक एक चीज क्लियर करके सामने लेके आ रहे. जो नाम लिखा रहेगा सामने, देखते हुए भी नहीं फंसो. फेस सामने है होते हुए भी मत देखो. ये है बाबा जान, इसका इसका पहचान देने के लिए बाबा आते हैं. शरीर में होते हुए तुम अशरीरी, सब कुछ मन में चल रहा है, वो देखो, देखते हुए भी तुम वो मन नहीं. तो ये बाबा का कमाल है. थैंक यू बाबा.
Very good.
Sister, can I say something here? It is just like once you said ना कि आपकी का जो हिम्मत है या प्रेज है वो उसमें नहीं है कि आप जाके किसी जंगल में बैठ जाओ. हाँ, आपके आसपास पूरा वो रहेगा, मतलब तूफान है, उसके बावजूद यू आर स्टिल, यू फील दैट स्टिलनेस. So that is why name and form is there full time with us, ताकि वो तूफान है 24/7 आपके सामने, उसके बावजूद आप अपने स्टिलनेस में या ट्रूथ में आप हमेशा रहो.
Yeah. And one another thing that really helps this one is to see that I am this being, and inside of me, there are 84 names. You know?
Mhm.
There are 84 names, and I really sometimes give different characters different names. So this body may have names, which is fine. I'm not, like Devashri said, it's not like you are running away from the name. That itself is mine, right? It's fine. This is the name of this body. In the previous body, I could have had Tim as a name of the body. And before that, I could have had
Sally, Sister Sally, I know all your names, Sally.
or some other names. I don't care. And when I had that name, then I had a different form also. Then I had a different story and a different past and a different present and a different future also.
Then you were a pilot also. And then handicapped. I was wondering why she has gone on into all her births. Now I remember to break away that name identity.
The soul to know that name is really nothing, just a bunch of letters put together for label for some practical purposes for the play. There's really nothing in the name. It is just literally a label created. It's very helpful. That is why Baba keeps telling us every day, know yourself as that seed. Know there are 80 parts in you. Why? Why does he want us to know this again and again? Spin. Why?
Because he says this whirlpool is within you and you can't away, with it. But still, you can feel it separated from it. And sister, I was wondering when Brahma Baba through Shiv Baba used to give so many names to all the dadis, Even someone told me Mutti and I'd been so attached. That's why I don't like this Anshu name. But like Devashri, I was also forced. And sister Gayatri from US, she still, I've stopped, all their Zoom links also. I mean, I've forgotten. So they used to call me Mutti. And, the name, and you drama forced me, no, nothing doing, name Anshu only. And I don't like this Anshu Lakra name. It's, I don't know why I don't like it. Lakra is, when I got married, I got a different identity. And Anshu had been given to me by my parents, but I don't like this name. But it's okay, it should not bother me. I know I'm beyond all this. I know. That's all.
It's just a label attached to a form. There are 84 labels inside of you.
So tell me why Baba used to change all the names. Tell me.
And then he stopped also, why?
Because they all ran away also. Half of them.
Did not help. It's like you've got to get out of this fact and know the soul has no name. Soul is nameless.
So Baba said you are not Maya and you are Vedant. I do agree. It might help a little, but not.
Can't hear you.
Okay. Even I think I need to. Okay. Om Shanti, can you hear me now?
Can hear you now.
Actually, all the windows are open. I'll go inside. I just wanted to share one thing. Vedanti's sister name was Maya. So when she approached Baba, Baba said, no, you're not Maya. You are the end of all the Veda. So reading all that, it used to, I used to love all the stories. How Baba has put in so much of efforts. But I know. Okay, carry on.
The beings love stories. It's the mind loving stories. Right? Soul is beyond story. Soul has no interest in stories only now. So we can see Brahma Baba's Purusharth also, no? From the beginning, how it refined. And the mind got more and more refined in his case also. So either being also really need to sit with Baba and see if either being has no name, what do I feel like with Baba? Because Baba doesn't know the name. Baba doesn't know any of those 84 names in me, the soul. So how does he see me? Without a name, how does Baba see me? How does he see me? Without a form.
Om Shanti sister, in one of your class I listen, whenever someone call your name, you will think first a lot of atoms and sensing, sensation. The total then body look like this, lot of atoms made something, but not yet practice. I'm just mentioning that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is what I think Sister Rupa was mentioning, that practice. That whenever somebody calls Rini, don't immediately answer yes. You know, it is internally, no, the nameless one is using this for practical purposes, but I, the being, has no name.
I'm the being of light.
I'm the being of light and I have no name. It is there, one of the 84 names that is being called out.
Repeated this intention, 84 names are being called out.
One
Just
of
explain.
is being called out. Because when I, the being, was wearing the costume with the name called Sally, I believed myself to be Sally at that time. Right? But the truth was, even at that time, I, the soul, had no name. Yeah. And something very similar, when I, the being, was playing the part of James, I believed myself to be James. But I did not have any name even at that time. True? So now when somebody really,
But thank God we remember the 83 parts.
yeah, so when somebody is calling me Rini right now, my mind may be identified with the name Rini, but I, the being, no, I am not this name.
So beautiful, actually, sister. So beautiful. Abhi, in the morning, it sounds also beautiful. It should seep very deep into, this message. Ki really, I'm not this.
I am not this.
दीदी और नाम के साथ ही स्टोरी अटैच है, नाम नहीं है तो स्टोरी भी नहीं.
If there's no name, let's say label erased. Now where is the story? No story. No past, no present, no future. So Baba is seeing me as that nameless being. When I'm with Baba, I am in that awareness of this truth. I have no name. If I, the being, has no form, no name with Baba, who's Baba seeing? Yeah, just the being. Just the being. Just light. And nobody has a name. No
That's
soul.
the beauty. Yeah, that's the beauty.
Yeah.
I was just seeing a Devashri sister, Richa sister, and Ekta sister. I can see just 4. So no one has a name, and it's so beautiful. We all are just same. And you told Baba knows 800 billions story with their stories with their name, but he doesn't see them like that. He sees them as lights. That's why he's not caught up.
So he's just seeing these beings of light, and there's no story, there's no name, just beings of light. What will he feel? You will know. What will he feel? What is he feeling? What is he seeing? He's not seeing your form of your body. Seeing any
Sister, he's seeing us like the star. Everyone, we all are stars.
living lights. No separation based on name and form. That is why he can be complete now. Absolutely.
Om Shanti Didi. Then Didi, who is creating all these stories? Like this mind is creating this, even outwardly we see a part which is going on. That is also a story. Then mind has already created it in itself for all the 84 times.
The parts are all recorded in the intellect of the soul and the mind of the soul. Yes. And they are moment by moment, those stories are unfolding, but all those stories are attached to a name and a form. And that's creating a self-image in the mind. That is why we did this exercise in the meditation. If the mind has no form and no name to hang on to, it's lost. It just feels, oh my God, then who am I? I don't know who am I.
Then I'm gone. His existence is no more needed.
Not existing anymore. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I want to hold on to the form and the name.
Yes, the mind starts to have a fear inside, like no existence. If there is no story, no emotion, nothing I'm going to attach to, what am I actually? Kind of a ego death, like
It's dying.
dying.
These are dying. And that is why when we are with Baba, that is what it means. Yeah, that is what it means to be with Baba. Yeah. There is zero story for the sun.
So gradually we are dying with Baba. Gradually we are getting away from the name consciousness also.
Name and form. And you're really knowing yourself as Baba knows you. Pure, unconditional, loving, incorporeal presence.
Sister, is it that is the reason why we always 24/7 need the support of Baba, or to be in company with him, because this ego or this person identity or the mind does not die so soon?
Yes, yes.
That fear is there.
That fear is
So
there.
with Baba, that fear, with Baba the fear goes, but otherwise it is there.
Absolutely, it's there. Very much there. Very much there.
The biggest fear is of dying. Well, I will die if I got something. And I am soul, just a light. Then no need, well, dying, living, and everything finished. Na? Nothing will happen.
Death fears the death of the name, the form, and the story. It's not the death of the death, because there's no such thing as death, right? Death is a word, a concept. There's no death. Nothing ever dies, right? Because soul.
Sorry, sister. I am thinking of, you are saying constant living being, na? So
Yeah.
the body, this have done maths in maths, na? So I am just fx equal to 7. That is constant. It will always remain 7, and fx equal to x square plus 1, something exchange, it will change variable equation. Like it came in mind, that even story.
Okay, I don't know mathematics. That was my weakest subject in my part. So I don't know. So, but yeah, I mean, the fact is that Baba is really taking the soul, because see, there's not even the fear of death. People, the souls attached to the names of their body can kill in the name of name. In the name of prestige, in the name of my name will go bad. The soul is so attached to it. I would say the mind is so attached to it, to be more precise.
Even
Sister, we
someone
never
called,
die. You liberated us once in the class. You told us this is same name form will be again awaken and will be again take birth as Anshu as this right now. So somewhere, I felt so liberated. I'm not going to die. That the fact was so beautiful.
Soul never dies, and that which is name and form is never really alive. It was never alive. It's all in the mind. Yeah. Even fiction is not dying. Fiction is also coming back.
I know.
Yeah.
Actually, if we understand this fully, no, it will be really so beautiful.
Yeah. So why not now? Why it will be? Why not
I
now?
know.
Soul sees this truth now very clearly. That's why Baba gave this beautiful line in for you yesterday's Murli.
Mm-hmm.
You're a soul. Then you have a name and a form. Then you can do anything, but simply first make it firm that you are a soul. I loved it. And
With you, sister, this is a different Murli. When you do it, no, it's all different sounds. And this Murli is a little different, sister, it's got. पूरा उसका रूप ही बदल जाता है मुरली का ही.
it's the same Murli from yesterday.
Sister, if you do Murli, no, it will not finish in 6 hours, I'm telling you.
मैं एक ही
If we sit, no,
लाइन में अटक जाती हूँ.
उसको ना घोट घोट के पिलाने का ना, इसको समझो पहले, तभी तो आगे बढ़ोगे.
Yeah, I mean, if you just bypass, you just go past these lines, then what did I hear? What did I hear? I didn't hear Murli. It was name and form listening to the Murli.
Exactly.
मेरा नाम मुझे ऐसे बोल दिया, मेरा खराब हो जाएगा नाम, मेरा नाम खराब नहीं होना चाहिए, मेरे नाम की तारीफ, मेरा ये मेरा वो,
लोग क्या कहेंगे?
वो मेरे लिए क्या बोलेंगे, मुझे नहीं बोले कुछ कोई. अब ये मैं मुझे कौन, नाम रूप.
sister, even someone else will call, na, Hindu going somewhere in the market and they call her son or their daughter, whatsoever, Hindu like this, and we will 100%, the person identity, 100% see back,
Yeah.
till today.
Obviously. Yeah.
Absolutely. So much attachment to it.
If someone is calling some other Anshu, obviously then also I'll turn back. Is it me? It's ingrained here.
Ingrained from day the body was given the name.
I wish we were all nameless.
We are nameless. That's all we need to wake up to.
Actually, the truth is that, yeah, so beautiful. We are.
There is no name and no form. Formless, nameless, of light.
Sister Baba says in Murli, you be in everyone's heart. Once you are in my heart, then you are in everyone's heart. But this identity, this name consciousness wants, this Anshu should be remained in everyone's heart, and they should all tell me also. They should express me, and then only it's so beautiful. Baba says, no child, that's jhoot, that's myth, that's falsehood. No, don't get attached. But wo jo maza aata hai na, oh ho. This and now Baba here wants to break this, that the fun, the pleasure we had been deriving from the falsehoodness. Name is not real. I'm real.
And that is why, when somebody praises the name or criticizes the name, this soul does one thing. This soul just sits with Baba as a nameless being. And as that nameless being, when you're sitting with Baba and you're seeing who's getting criticized or who's getting praised, and it's one of the 84 names, the bodies, the costumes have had forms. You are named, the being has no name. None of that. The ones that they are seeing does not even exist actually. And those who are seeing, they themselves, who they believe themselves to be, they don't exist like that. Yeah. So it just really breaks the spell. Really. Yeah. It breaks the spell. The ones that they are calling and they are criticizing or praising does not exist. So nameless, formless being of light. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain.
Just like in picture. Someone praise the name, we will, at home also we will take, that name is there. The whole day we repeat. It is so funny, na?
As Rini, if you're really name conscious, then as Rini would want, as Anshu said, want to be liked by everyone, want to be in everyone's heart. They did this to Rini, they did this for Rini. It's the sickness of the mind.
And sister, Baba doesn't talk about this in Murli, but this is a common problem. Clicking photos, even the Baba's children, I'm telling you, it has become a disease. I felt it was only with my two daughters, but the grandchild also is into the same disease. He takes thousand, and Baba's children I've seen in Madhuban, more than experiencing it, they want to capture it. And this is the real Maya. I wish Baba could explain this in Murli also. Everybody is, I can't even, it's a really madness.
Yeah.
All the programs we are clicking and we are watching it again from that whatnot. It's really bad again.
One class we had done that.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So Baba, actually Brahma Baba, when someone was clicking his picture also, he would stop them first and say that, you know what, mera to picture aane hi nahi wala hai. My picture is not going to come. And then he would be like, okay, le lo jitna lena ho.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Soul की तो picture ले नहीं सकते. सोल की पिक्चर कैसे लोगे? बॉडी तो मैं, नाम तो मैं हूं नहीं, किसकी फोटो ले रहे?
So this one also does the same. Kyunki, you know, when we are in the gathering, sometimes there is a picture taken or whatever. Then I just be with Baba and say, "Mera to picture aane hi wala nahi hai."
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, Sister Nehal, lovely.
Yeah, very, very important, no? To know that don't get stuck in these things. You know?
Sister, have you done the class on it? You were just saying?
Class on it, where we had seen that how we are, when taking pictures with the camera, we are locking in memories in your mind. And then when you're revisiting, you're refreshing those memories. You know? And as a result, you're getting stuck more and more in your mind, name and form. Yeah?
I think we have done a class. Yeah.
We have done it. There was a bubble, and then in that bubble, there was a
so many pictures. Yeah. I remember that picture also now. Lovely. Yeah. There's a huge big bubble, and so many pictures were inside that you were trying to tell us. It's all within you.
Yes. And that is what Baba is telling us, that, and what this one does is like what Sister Nehal was sharing. What this one does is this one just sees Baba covering the whole body. Yeah, so it's Baba who will come in. Baba, they cannot take the picture. It's like Baba is there, and whose picture are they taking? The one they are seeing does not exist. And I see Baba right in front of me. So that way, it's just like they want to get
Simply wow, sister.
right.
So maybe after some time, someone watches that photo, they might feel Baba also, because that was the purest intention of yours. So lovely.
Right. So just see Baba right in front, because at times you can't avoid. So just see Baba in front of you, and then it's like if they see the picture, they will see Baba. They won't see your body. You know, and that's very helpful also. So firstly, this one just doesn't take pictures. I mean, I remember for 2-3 years in between, before coming into Gyan, I did. Even before that, I never liked. I tore all my childhood pictures also for some reason. I don't have a single childhood photo. I tore them all. When was it? Even before coming into Gyan.
So the seed was already there, getting detached.
Yeah, I don't know
But
why.
Doctor,
It was just
why? I don't know that you Baba was preparing, Drama was preparing you for all that.
also
It needs a lot of guts to tear your photos. Your face is quite okay. It's not that bad. You have to tear your
Yes.
photos.
Yeah,
And
sister, you know, one of the sister told me
yeah,
कि
carry on.
डू यू नो कि रिनी सिस्टर ने अपना अपना खुद का फोटो, अपने घर वालों का फोटो, हस्बैंड का फोटो, बच्चे का फोटो फाड़ दिया. क्या तुम्हारे पास उतना गट्स है? वी कांट बिकम लाइक सिस्टर रिनी.
no, everybody can do. Really is all imaginary, right? But we all can do that.
Sister, what I have done, I'll tell you. There are 5 to 6, albums. My elder daughter, both of them, they came. I mean, they did so much of effort. They bought so many from my as a toddler also. They have decorated those albums for me and daddy to see, but I have not yet opened. No interest. At least we can, why to have the interest? What I have done, I have not seen them. Although not, that I've done.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a way of seeing that we are doing things which are feeding the name and the form. Yeah. And because whatever is feeding it is feeding the consciousness of being a person. Right? So constantly taking pictures with this one and taking pictures with that one. Okay, I mean, you can't really always say no if they are asking you. But personally, don't do it yourself. Because then what is happening? You're looking at the picture. Who are you remembering? Who are you remembering? Baba? Or that image of that person, body, story?
Sister, I never took photos with dadis. I don't know why. I wanted to always to feel them. But one thing I want to share in Shanti one, on the diamond stage, halls, I used to go, and quietly when no one was there. Then I used to talk to Baba in Madhuban also. And I've clicked lots many photos in the hut also. But that's me and Baba. That's it. But it's getting lesser and lesser.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just a matter of paying attention to these things, because Baba really wants us to know that soul, as was meant, you cannot really capture soul in anything. Even the mind cannot capture the soul. Forget anything else. Mind is also constantly trying to picture the soul, no? That's the habit of the mind. It's constantly trying to define the soul, picture the soul, imagine the soul, all of it, which is good. It's healthy mind that's doing that. Yeah. But that habit is coming from the old mind.
Could be.
Yeah.
Because whenever you have given drishti, once or twice, quietly I have captured that also. But it's okay. Never you. No, not you. I always feel Baba. Whenever I feel Baba is taking over.
That has no
I
doubt.
know. I've taken these sisters' photos also at times, just like family. But I know there is no gain in it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Family of souls.
I've taken sometimes, but feeling family and beautiful family with the names also.
Anshu sister, you are not the mother of two, you are Jagat Mata, not two mother or daughter. You have no, that is identity is saying that you are the Jagat Mata. Baba looks like you.
So Baba also said this one thing today, the play of happiness and sorrow within this drama applies to everyone. Nobody is immune to it. Yeah, this applies to everyone, the play of happiness and sorrow. And what is the greatest wonder in this drama? The unlimited Father. And that is why, if you're being more and more with Baba, you will find it is very naturally you will feel the wonder of you and the wonder of even illusion and the wonder of the fact that you're disinterested in illusion. Yeah. You will see all of that with Baba. More and more you're with Baba, less and less interest in bodily thoughts, bodily feelings, incorporeal feelings feel more like you, incorporeal being that you are feels more like you. Illusion feels illusion. Illusion feels like a beautiful thing also. Your reality also feels a beautiful thing. Illusion is separate from reality. That also feels like a beautiful thing. Everything starts to make sense with you. No? So you are like in this womb of the father and the mother. Yeah. Just nurtured and nourished by Baba. And you can see this mind TV here. Do you see this caught up image in the mind TV here? But you are really seeing, and I was just driving today using two cars, this car and the other car, two cars, driving two cars. And I was seeing that there was with Baba, and I was like, am I really creating them, Baba? The incorporeal being is talking to Baba. Am I creating these images? Some image came from my childhood of this person identity. Yeah, some image came of that experience on the screen of my mind. And I asked Baba, Baba, did I create it? Did I do it? No, child. You didn't create it. You didn't do it. You didn't make it happen. It is just the nature of the mind. It just went rewinded itself. It just rewinded itself and it brought some image from the memory in the now, in this moment of present. Not even in the now, but in the moment of present. Just rewinded and brought it here. I said, oh, but do you see how you have no image? Do you see how this story is also being spoken of that time right now here on the screen of the mind? Yes, Baba, I can see that. Do you see how untouched and separate you are from all of this rewind and forward of the mind? Right? Isn't that what mind is doing all the time? Either rewinding or forwarding.
So beautiful, sister. Very nice. Words have different connotations now. We can always say that it's just being rewinded, and it's nice. We can be detached from that immediately.
The mind just rebounds. It's literally Baba saying, mind just rewound the reel, beta. It just rewound the reel. I said, oh, okay, got it. But look, who are you that is seeing it? Are you in there? No. Do you see how if you were not with me, you would have been in that scene, immersed in that scene, one with that scene, and you would have been feeling and everything to be that as your reality, and you would have not even known any of that. Isn't it? This is how it is happening. So stay away, stay separate from it. Okay? No rewinding, no forwarding. Be in the now, then there is no story, no name, no form. Now what? Mind will say, now what do I do?
Poor mind.
That's what it will say. So now what do I do? Give me something to do. What do you do?
Sister, in Murli, Baba says, mind is like a jinn. You got to really preoccupy it, otherwise it will eat you all.
It will keep going forward and backward, forward and rewind, forward and rewind. That is when I, the being, just let the mind come and merge in Baba. And I, the being, tell mind. It's like not me, but Baba is telling the mind, come mind, you come and merge in me. And now I will show you how the soul has 84 parts within that you have recorded in you, the mind and intellect. But know the one in which you exist. You know, so Baba takes over the mind. The mind has nothing to do. Baba talks to the mind. So Baba, then it's like all the souls are like that. Yes, all of them are. Then all the minds are with you. Yes, all the minds are with me. Then what is left is just pure souls. What are they going to radiate? Pure love. What is my true relationship without the stories of the mind? Pure relationships of pure love. So then whatever the stories my mind is telling me about the relationship with other bodies and minds, all literally just a fiction in the mind. Isn't it? Really more and more spend time with Baba and you'll be out of the days of your mind. And now you will see with complete clarity, not just as another intellectual thought, it's all illusion and this is reality. Mind keeps saying this is illusion, this is reality, without truly knowing the separation, practically, constantly seeing it, that whatever it's speaking, it's literally simply existing until you really start seeing it very clearly, this clear separation. Mind will pick up another intellectual thought and it will say, I am a soul, I am the reality, God is truth, mind is an illusion. It will learn this language also. It is so smart.
Yes, yes, sister, very, very true. In fact, what you are saying, it is actually happening. That full time, we feel that soul is speaking, but it is the mind who is chattering on behalf of soul.
Yeah.
There's a lot of confusion whether it is soul is actually realization is there or mind is saying that I am a soul. Like sister just now she said, no, one of the sister that this is the practice I used to have, that's when somebody calls. So just take a pause and remind yourself that I'm a soul. So it may happen that mind will say, I am a soul, I am a soul, but that realization may be missing.
Absolutely. So this is why it's so important to really be able to see these images playing and knowing that they are separate. It's talking, it's gone in the back, in the past, it's taken, it's rewinded itself. And I and Baba are seeing it together. Then I see it's fast forwarding, it's talking about something in the future. And I can even see this image sitting there in the mind talking about what will happen and whatever it is. I can see it all with Baba and I can see it at a distance from me. More and more through the day, you're paying that attention and you're confirming in your knowing, you're seeing it experientially, that this is the mind talking and this is me. Now you know who you are, and this is the experience in the mind. You're throughout the day seeing it. Then it's possible.
Booster dose, sister. Quite a heavy booster dose.
Didi, sometimes we get swayed away by mind, means we think, okay, we are in a sakshi state, but we get swayed away so deeply into it that realization comes later on. Oh, this was mind just talking and talking and talking, saying things, and we realize after a long time.
Exactly.
So, sister, someone in this with the new understanding who is doing a lot of classes with you only, I will not say the name. So yesterday she told me, I'm doing a lot of detachment that's being done, and life is much better, and I don't blame anyone. I accept everyone, but only one thing I'm unable to do. I said, what's that? Like Sister Renino, all the time she's with Baba. So Sister Anshu, are you with Baba right now, listening to me? I said, well, my intention is yes. So what she said, ki when scene is over, no, then only I'm unable to call Baba, then see everyone as soul. I said, thank God, at least you're doing this. This is a baby step. Why not? Even after the scene is over, you are feeling that as a soul you interacted, although you could not do at that time. What is the harm in this? So it's a good step. Sister, I wanted to share about Brahma Baba one thing. Initially, when now Baba says, no, meethe meethe sikhila de bachcho prati. But previous that, Baba used to say in Murli, कि कौओं के क्रो के फीचर्स वाले बच्चों से मोर मुकुटधारी बच्चे बनने वालों को याद प्यार. तो सी आई वाज जस्ट वंडरिंग, बाबा वाज सीइंग कि बच्चे इतने फंसे हुए काऊ काऊ में अपने अगली नेम और फॉर्म में. So Baba wants to give us that Satyugi feel. It really happened in Yag for many years. So more mukut dhari, शीतल बच्चों को, whatever they used to say. So see, how Baba used to see us, and Baba how really is making us that more mukutdhari.
Yeah, Baba is seeing this nameless, formless being of light never changes. More we know that, and more we are completely detached from the TV of our mind with Baba, more you will find what is happening, huh? Because there's another TV outside also, and then there's TV on the mind. So you have two TVs to handle, and that is why the soul sometimes just, I would say, if you're with Baba, you can see both of them very clearly, separate from you, and you will not get tied into either. And even if you did get caught up in one or the other, you will really find yourself what this one has seen, and this one has been noticing this a lot lately. As soon as I find myself caught up in my mind TV and I see Baba, the moment I realize, it is just like, okay, I'm seeing Baba. It's not even I'm turning around and I'm redirecting. It's just like literally the next moment, it's like that very moment I realize it's like, Baba, did you see how much it was an immersive scene? It is literally like that. Baba, did you see how it was immersed? Yes, but that moment is not existing for me, but it's not even you redirecting or turning or nothing. Just you step out as though you were never in it. You know? This is true. You were never in it. So you never step out. You just are. The moment there's a realization, did you see that, Baba? Yes, I saw. I did too. I did too. You know? Quite an immersive scene, huh? Yes, yes, it was. And it's like no sense of any kind of guilt or any kind of I was there and now I am here and there, nothing.
मक्खन से बाल निकल गया.
हाँ, मतलब बाल गया ही नहीं मक्खन में. It's like
That's ultimate.
it's like you just know. You just know you were always here. Always here. And then it's like, Baba, हाँ बच्ची. Okay, it was just TV. Yeah. Just TV. Yeah, just with me. I mean, it's not, I'm saying so many words, it's really, there are no words. It's just that बाबा की तरफ ही एकदम से होता है. कुछ होता ही नहीं है कि कुछ बाहर निकले, अंदर गए. Nothing like that. So you will find more and more if you become more alert. You have to be very alert. That is why being introverted is not a passive state. Actually, being extroverted is very passive.
You were writing at that time, na, when you were getting immersed in those scenes. You scribbled it down at that time immediately. Letter to Baba.
No, that was then. It is now. It's like I was driving back. It was an hour and a half long drive from somewhere today. And you know how when you're driving in the US, there isn't that much traffic, yeah? I mean, on the highway, it's quite nice. I mean, so you do get enough time to kind of know what is going on, and the mind is constantly either, as I was saying, it was either rewinding or forwarding constantly. Yeah. And I was just watching with Baba, and many a times I could just see rewind forward, and the mind was silent at times, and it was doing things. At times I was immersed. Maybe for a few, yeah. So then when the moment I realized, it was as though I was never immersed.
No, but in beginning, when you started your journey, you were writing a letter to Baba.
Yes.
Like we are in beginning, na, in this journey now, we are in beginning of your knowledge, Baba's knowledge, new knowledge.
So yes,
So we have to write because we get immersed.
Yeah.
I've also seen it. We get immersed sometimes, and then we come out. But
yeah, but it's good. You can see you were immersed. It's a very big success, anyways. Yeah, and then to step out to let it be step out for now. So step out because soul was never in to step out. Do you see? Soul was always here. Its attention was immersed. So now you take your attention out. You were always
so now we will write it down like you were writing in the beginning. So we can write it letter to Baba immediately.
Very helpful to write.
It will be helpful, I think.
Very, very
Sister always emphasize, Sister Reni, no? I mean, soul behind her, she loves, if we all write it, she always tells it's better than actually remembrance also. She even says, in Amrit Vela, you sit with pen and a diary. Why not?
Absolutely. It's very helpful.
Shanti, sister, one question. You just mentioned about being introverted is a very active, right? Not passive state. So, meaning because being introverted means you are constantly paying attention and you are being with Baba. That's why it's more active state, not passive state. You are basically focused, right?
Being introverted means your eternal form, your eternal original form of who you are, formless form, aware of what is happening on the screen of your mind. That is being introverted.
So this one is seeing that chaos, right? Seeing that this is going down or slipping in the drama. Might be correct, but this one is seeing like this one went through a situation where at
But
work.
No.
Sorry?
Throughout the day, it's not just one situation.
Like this one specifically on Tuesdays, there is lot of like rigorous that time is more attention needed because other times there are, I mean, this one is in watching, but that particular one, because it's a lot of heated argument, lot of like detailed discussions going on at that time, and people are like, oh, you did this and you did this, because it's like a very deep discussion at the time. And saw that emotion coming up. And by the time this one is like, Baba ke paas pahunchi, went down to the pit, right? Like slipped, whatever that was. And was like, thoda sa dheere ho jate, thoda, like they will, I don't know, this one came across with a small video of yours or soul behind you, that when these things come up, try to slow down so you can, and by the time it realized, well, that moment passed. Like,
And that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Just more and more see yourself from Baba's seat of silence. More and more you know yourself from that space of being the child of the Father, of being completely, as we were saying, beyond name and form. From that space, if you will see, then slipping will be a lot less. So more attention needs to be paid to your eternal truth. Yeah. Then slipping will be a lot less. Yeah. More and more. That's why today, I mean, I don't know when did you join, but
no, this one
in the
heard the whole.
beginning we've been. Achha, you were there? Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, because I can't tell who's there.
The whole today's whole discussion was away from body and form. The summary of this session was like
Beyond
soul,
name.
body and form, and Baba. That's why Baba says bodiless, being a bodiless. तो जब body ही नहीं है, name and form ही नहीं है, तो फिर there is no story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is why. So if you're seeing it beyond name and form, more and more yourself through the day, especially the times when you are not in the heated arguments. Yeah. But throughout, like when you're doing things in the kitchen, where there is nobody to talk to.
Yes.
Or when you are having a shower, or when you are giving a bath to the body, or whatever it is, maybe. Yeah, but it's not you're interacting 24/7. The majority of the time we are actually by ourselves with Baba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are the times when you, the being, really need to pay attention to. Who is it? Is it the name and the form doing work? It's the name and the form doing work. That's why one likes this Baba's womb thing so much. Because in that, like somebody said some 2-3 things today, and I could see literally that arrow. You can see their thoughts and their words. I'm in Baba's womb and I'm sitting in Baba's womb as a being of light with Baba. And I could see their words coming as an arrow, and then they turned away from me also. Does that make sense? They don't touch the soul. They literally come, you know how Ramayan mein dikhate hain? Yeah, those arrows are coming from the other side and they turn because they can't touch you. It's the experience Baba is giving you, because you're in this womb, nothing can touch you. It's not my truth. It's not their truth. And that arrow comes and turns as flowers. So it comes as fire, and from you it goes as flowers. Literally.
So beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sister Vinny, please repeat it again with some example. It's so beautiful. If you can.
Somebody like today was saying 2-3 times they said something to this part, right? To the name and form. Yeah. And this one was doing some grocery and whatever shopping with them. And they said 2-3 times something. And I could literally see the words are like arrows. They're shooting from their mouth. And I'm sitting in Baba's womb. I'm untouched. My love for that being is unconditional and untouched. They literally come. They can't touch Baba's womb. So they turn around and they go back in the form of flowers on them.
Ultimate.
But it's so beautiful experiences Baba gives. These are not an experience. I would say this is a knowing of being in Baba's womb. Nothing can touch you there.
Sister, and the other one, sister, you always say, right? Ki nobody can stop me from loving anybody, right? This one likes that a lot.
No one has that power. Because that no one is not real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why that there's no power in that no one. And the real one is already lovely. Yeah.
So, sister, could they smell the fragrance also when you were kind of giving them flowers?
Right? They even, I mean, it's just like they also forget as soon as they spoke.
Lovely.
Yeah, they also forget.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Not that sense of any guilt or shame in them themselves. It's as though nothing happened, scene finished, over, nothing, and move on next scene. Yeah. And you don't need anything from the soul, doesn't need anything, because for the soul, it's just literally this, like this, turns around. Daljit was saying something.
Sister is a very good example. You are changing the lives of so many people, because we are getting so many arrows throughout the day, and this way
Yeah.
it will be very beneficial to everybody.
Yeah, it is very beneficial. So when
You are changing the lives of millions of people.
yeah, giving to them with flowers.
Very nice.
You should.
I'll always remember this.
And that's Baba's home.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful, Baba's home. Wonderful place to be. To stay there. And you really feel that, oh, nothing is touching me only. Nothing is touching me only. I'm untouched, untouchable. Yeah. So we will finish it here, but thank you, Baba, and thank you all.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Baba.
Thank you,
You,
Baba.
Baba. Thank you. Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Shanti Devi. Thank you, Baba.